Everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. Today I'm going over the scrapbook workshop for Storybook, but all three of these layouts give us an opportunity to talk about saving paper. And saving paper is great when you have a gorgeous paper that you really want to use again, but the workshop has you using the whole page and then they cover half of it up. So in this example, this is layout 1. It has you cutting this 11.5 by 11 3/4 paper, and then you're going to cover a whole bunch of it. And so it's very easy now when I have my layout all completed. I could take my ruler and go across and tell you how big it is. But when you're actually doing it, I have a trick. So when I'm doing that, I take my trimmer and I have all my pieces that I'm going to use. And what I do is I just take my trimmer and I butt them up against as if I was going to cut them. I put them down in the order that I'm going to do it here. And I lay them out. And this tells me that I have 4 inches of paper that I'm completely covering. Now, I don't know what the exact measurements of this is, but when you lay out all your strips, you will know. And then you can decide if you want to keep it the very most, if you want to cut off all those 4 inches and hope that all your trimming is perfect, or you can do 3.5 inches, and that way there's a little bit of overlap just in case you make a mistake or some of your strips are a little cattywampus. But this is a great way to figure out how much you don't need. And then you can save 3.5 to 4 inches of this black and white coloring paper to use for another project. So very easy. And then we have layout number 2. So layout 2, again, has you using all of this beautiful, well, what's even this cute stripe papers on the back. So you don't get to use any of that stripe paper in this exact workshop. So if you want to save any of that, this is a perfect opportunity because you're only needing 1 inch around the edges. So how do you take care of that? Well, you need the inch and you also need a little bit to adhere to. So what I do is I have my paper that I don't want to cover up, and I have my 10 by 10 piece of paper that needs to get trimmed. And so what I do is I know I need my inch and I need a little bit more to glue. So I'm going to take 1.5 inches off of this. So I put it at my trimmer and I put it at 1.5 inches. And then I put it at 1.5 inches here as well. And I'm just going to build a frame. So go ahead and cut that down. And then I'm going to turn my paper. It's already in place. Just go back up 1.5 inches. I'm going to turn my paper again. 1.5 inches, and you keep going until you've made a frame that goes all the way around. And then mine doesn't want to cut in the middle because the table's probably weird. And then the easiest part, so you've got your frame, you know exactly, you got your edges, which is all you need, and now you have a 10 by 10 piece of paper that you can use on another layout. And then you just take your paper here. So what I do is I put glue on the most inside, nice and close. And then I take my other paper and I put it on the outside, nice and close. And this works whether you have a lot of space or a little space. And then that way, no matter what you do, and then I eyeball it, you can get your rulers out and make sure it's 1 inch all the way around. Put that down. And now you can see your inch all the way around. And no glue here because you've got it on all worked out on your paper. So that is a great way to save this beautiful paper. And then on the third layout, where's my third layout? On your third layout, this one is super easy because what it has is two panels, a 7-inch panel and a 5-inch panel. So if you're doing this on two layouts, you can save an entire piece of paper, especially if it's a gorgeous piece of paper, by mounting it on White Daisy instead of mounting it on your patterned paper. So all you do is take your patterned paper, cut it 5 inches by 7 inches, use the 5-inch one on this page, use the 7-inch one on your second page, and vice versa for this one. And you're all set. So that is very easy. And then White Daisy cardstock you can get anywhere, and it's less expensive than the B&T paper or the other colors of cardstock. So it's a great idea to do that. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and go save that paper. Happy crafting.